So now we want to go ahead and look at solving quadratic equations using complete the square, and there are a few steps that we can use that will be pretty helpful. So step 1, if a is not equal to 1, we can go ahead and divide each side of the equation by a. Step 2, rewrite our equation so that the constant term is alone on one side. Step 3, square half the coefficient of x and then add this square to each side of the equation. Step 4, factor the resulting trinomial as a perfect square and combine the like terms. And then finally, we'll use that square root property for our final solution. So using complete the square, in our case a is equal to 1. We'll look at this first example. So when a is equal to 1, we'll go ahead and let's see. Step number 1, we have a is equal to 1, so we don't necessarily have to do step 1, but we do want to rewrite the equation so that our constant term is alone on one side. So constant term alone on one side, go ahead and add your 20 to the right hand side. So we'll be left with x squared plus 10x is equal to 20. And now that we have our constant term, we can go ahead and move on to our next step. So our next step says to square half of the coefficient of x. And then we're going to go ahead and add this square to each side of the equation. So let's go ahead and look at this. Our coefficient of x is 10. So let's go ahead and see what this will be. We want to square half of it. So 10 divided by 2 squared. That will give us 10 divided by 2 is 5, and then squared will be 25. So essentially what we'll have is 10x squared plus 10x plus 25 is equal to 20 plus 25, and this will give us 45, and then we'll be left with x plus 5 and then x plus 5. Essentially, this is just factoring out x squared plus 10x plus 25. You want two numbers that multiply to 25, and then when added together will give us the 10. So now we can go ahead and further reduce this. X plus 5 times x plus 5, that's really just x plus 5 squared equal to 45. And to get rid of the square here, we can take the square root, which will give us x plus 5 is equal to, and remember, whenever you take the square root, add that plus or minus 45. So now we have x plus 5 is equal to plus or minus 45. Let's get this 5 on the other side. X is equal to negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 45. But we're not quite done. We can still reduce this 45. So two numbers that multiply to 45, that will be 9 and 5. And then 3 and 3. We can take our pairs and bring them out. So that will leave us with x is equal to negative 5 plus or minus 3. And then we'll leave this 5 underneath the square root, which gives us the square root of 5.